Welcome back to the Green Beans Go channel. It's your host, me, breaking down the USC Colorado football game this Saturday at noon. As always, guys, if you're new here or if you've been hanging out and you just haven't committed yet, hit that subscribe button. This candle is not going to be replaced until we get 500 subscribers. How many times do I have to say it? We're at 485. Run it up. 15 more. Let's get it done. We have another Pac-12 matchup between the USC Trojans and the now unranked Colorado Buffaloes. Before we talk about that, remember, guys, I am on Sobet. What I do on Sobet is I put reminders out for different boosts and promos that are across all the sports books, helping you guys take advantage of that free money. So if you want to join Sobet, head on over to that app and use my code GMG. I like to think of it as a social media for sports bettors. You get access to all handicappers' picks, not just one. You don't have to pick one guy and sign up for his Discord. You get access to everyone on the platform. This app is all about community. You can comment, you can talk to different handicappers, get their insights, and it provides you an opportunity to connect with people that you may see on Twitter or TikTok and never get to hear from. So again, if that sounds interesting to you, $9.99 a month. Go check it out. Use my code. I appreciate it. The Buffaloes head back to Boulder and the Trojans come into town, and that is a beautiful landscape, and it's going to be an absolutely beautiful afternoon. Looking at some of their season statistics, what jumps off the page at me for the USC Trojans is their number of points allowed. They have allowed 28 points 2 times, 14 once, and 10 in their other game. Now, they are scoring, I think, on average about 50 points a game. They're leading the nation in points scored. So at what point does it really matter if you're giving up 4 touchdowns? And I tried to find if it was early or late, and it looks like it's pretty balanced. There's teams are scoring points on them in the first half and in the second half. There's not a huge discrepancy there. As far as the Colorado Buffaloes, we know that they were having a very, very hot start until last week. They headed to Eugene, Oregon, and got a loss. 42-6 was the final score, and it went about as I predicted. So this game tomorrow, okay, this is Friday right now, this game I think goes a little bit differently than the Oregon game, although we do have similar teams joining the script. As for the numbers, right now USC is minus 1,200 on their best available line. 21.5 point favorites. The over-under is set at 73.5. Again, guys, I don't think there's any value in any of this. I can see an argument for the over, but I can also see an argument for the under. And when that's the case, I stay far away. So we will talk about that right now. Here are my scripts and leans for this game. The biggest piece of information is this is a 9 a.m. West Coast start, which means the biological clock for the USC Trojans is going to register at 9 o'clock a.m. at kickoff. USC has played all four night games. So this is a tremendous change from what they've experienced this year. So that's going to be interesting to see how they respond. Could it maybe have no impact on the game? Absolutely. But I do have a thought about it as we move forward. USC, as far as their script and pointers, I don't think they struggle to score in this one. I think they'll put up 45 to 65 points. Their average will certainly not go down facing this Colorado defense. The only thing that I'm questioning is an early start and on the road. How does that play into it? And I think what I've decided on is it's going to hurt their defense more than anything. I think their defense may be a little sluggish to start this game. Obviously, their offense is going to be able to have their way, but I do think their defense, which is already allowing 365 yards a game, may struggle early, and I think that, coupled with Colorado coming into this game motivated, should bode well for the Buffaloes. As far as Colorado, I'm throwing in the towel on Dylan Edwards. They're not running the ball. I'm done taking any running props. They're just going to let Shador light it up, and I actually think he will light it up this game. I think USC is vulnerable on the defensive side of the ball, more so than Oregon. It also helps that this game is being played in Colorado, and it helps that last week they got destroyed, and I think they come into this game a little bit more hungry. So they are going to aim to improve, and I think the biggest thing in all of Colorado's games is Shedeur Sanders is under way too much pressure. The offensive line is not good, and USC's defensive line is going to have their way. So I think Shedeur is going to get the ball out quick. He's going to find receivers on quick routes, screens, slants, you name it. So watch for that. I do predict the final score to be something in the range of 54-31. I think Colorado scores quite a few more points than they did last week, but USC should continue to put up big numbers. I'm only going to give you one bet on here. And again, guys, check out my Sobet with a code GMG for all of my plays with these boosts and promos. We have a 50% profit boost over on FanDuel, and I have taken a plus 537 parlay, boosted it to $800, $10 wins 90. What did I pick? Here we go. I like Colorado to score points in this one. They put up points in all three of their games before last week, and I think Oregon's defense is better than USC's. Colorado comes home, so give me the over 23.5 on Colorado's points. Shedeur Sanders has hit 350 yards in, I'm going to say, 3 out of 4 games. One of those games, he had 348. It was against Nebraska. They were in the lead. They had no reason to pass. They will not be in the lead in this game, I do not predict. So he should have plenty of opportunities to pass for 4 straight quarters. So give me the over 350 passing yards for him. And finally, I think Caleb Williams understands that this game is important from a Heisman perspective. A lot of hype, a lot of attention is going to be on this one. So while he has had no trouble passing the ball into the end zone, he does have 3 rushing touchdowns this season. And I can see him with the advantage that his offensive line possesses over this Colorado defense, getting a chance to scramble, getting a chance to have a designed QB run. We saw Bo Nix score one last week. Caleb Williams, I think, has an opportunity to score one this week as well. So I'm going with those 3 legs for my 50% boost. Short and sweet for you guys today. I'm trying to decide if I want to jam all the game breakdowns into one video or break it up like this. I kind of like breaking it up and giving you guys individual videos so that way you can pick and choose which games you're interested in and get the information for those. So as always, guys, appreciate you coming by. We'll be back for more videos. As always, take care, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.